So we finally know who is going to be facing each other for the World Heavyweight Championship at Night of Champions. Exactly what we wanted, which was Seth Rollins versus AJ Styles. Even though the result being Rollins was predictable, we were fine with it because the matches were good and Rollins deserved to be there. So I think the same can be said about the SmackDown triple threats.
Yeah, it was the exact. They're giving the fans what they want for this. This is not a title that you can really mess around with in who you crown your
Yeah.
inaugural champion, because it's an important one right now. I have my own thoughts about the whole bloodline Roman situation, but it essentially, this title is necessary because of it. And if you have the dichotomy of the Roman champion, who he'll defend it when he wants, if he feels like it, and then you're going to have this champion basically be the superstar
Yeah.
main title, Gunther, the workhorse who's just going to defend it everywhere, anytime, any place. Rollins is the guy for that, because look how over he is. There is no other superstar in any wrestling promotion, honestly, that the crowd just serenades them for double-digit minutes. You're
Mm-hmm.
not going to find that anywhere. And to make him your inaugural champion, it doesn't matter who he challenges. It's only
Yeah.
going to make the product better.
It just made sense for him to be the winner coming out of Raw. And I'm glad too that we do have a SmackDown person and that the SmackDown person is AJ Styles.
So you didn't like it at first. You were skeptical.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be thrilled if he won because I just think it's dumb to then have him move to Raw, and then that takes in the whole idea of like, okay, so if AJ Styles wins, which I don't see happening, but let's play the what if game.
Let's play
Does
devil's
that mean that
advocate.
the OC would have to come with him, right?
Yeah.
And it's like, but that doesn't make any sense either, like it just doesn't. And I feel, we talked about the predictability factor. I'm fine with it in this case because like we've, you alluded to it a little bit. This is something that we needed this World Heavyweight Championship to be introduced, and the only person that really made the most sense to be that first champion was Seth Rollins. So if he ends up being the winner, I'm fine with that, and I think most people are going to be fine with that, even if you are a big AJ Styles fan, because if you're an AJ Styles fan, you're likely going to at least respect what Seth Rollins does.
Biggest AJ fan here.
Yeah,
Right?
so I mean, I don't
Fun.
think that they would complain about it. The predictability factor is fine, and I'm sure most people don't want to see AJ Styles and everybody, of the OC move to Raw anyway. Because
No.
again, what would be the point of having drafted them to SmackDown if this was just going to be the end result?
To be honest, this is my positive way of looking at it. If you wanted to just crown Seth the champ and give the fans the best match possible,
Mm-hmm.
with who would he have to beat to get there, to give the fans and him that special moment. If this is just a vehicle for us to get Seth Rollins versus AJ Styles, I'm okay with it. Like,
Yeah,
whatever they had to do
I know.
to have us be able to watch Seth Rollins and AJ Styles fight for a title. I don't care how they did it at this point. And the fact the way they did it this way, it was great. I
Mm-hmm.
have no complaints. I know a lot of people are very judgmental and critical of the Papa Paul era right now to start, and with the draft and the whole Roman championship thing. But let's take a step back and realize what he's had to deal with before he could even kick off his own era. I mean, look how long the draft took after WrestleMania. He produced
Mm-hmm.
an entire WrestleMania before he even was, kind of given the keys to the kingdom in a sense. So now all this is doing is you're setting up everything else. And, yeah, it's going to be you. It's like, why have a SmackDown person? It just adds another element that, like, oh, if they win, then they get to lead Raw, even though they're, it's just another story element. And the fact that it's AJ Styles, like, oh, all right, now I know what they're doing. So it's
Yeah.
just like, I'm so content. I would say even happy with what's going on. So it's nice. It's refreshing. It really is refreshing.